Hi folks, welcome back. Welcome back to the sticky situation we are in as Poland right now. We have held off the main German onslaught longer than France did. I thought us holding up the German army would have really helped France out, but sadly not. The Allies are quite incompetent. So what we need to do now is hold the line, and this is going to get tough because Germans have got all the forces coming back from France, and they're going to get upgraded tanks and all sorts of things. So we need to hold this until something else comes along that distracts the German army. And I can see a potential couple of weak spots here, so I'm just going to take some guy out of here. I don't really... Actually, can we do this? I don't really want to get him into a combat somewhere, if you know what I mean. I want to get him up there. I don't want to get him stuck. And let's just redeploy. I've got some forces here. Redeploy them over there. This is looking weaker, and I can see a bit of a build-up going on. Of course, we're going to face an awful lot of Germans coming soon. Let me just merge these aircraft into one. Now, what's this? Right, they're all highly skilled. We merge them together, and they're no longer so well experienced. I don't quite know why that bears out like that, but it does. Sadly. So we'll drop that guy into there. And let's see. We're trying to make sure we've got reserves everywhere they might be needed. And it's really difficult. I mean, this is hard. Really hard. And I'm a little bit concerned about this. Gang Z Fleet has cancelled our sales contract for convoy. That's fine. Those units are getting a little bit cohesion depleted in there now. I mean, just worn down. That's one of the risks. Do you know what? I think we're behind on anti-tank stuff. So let's send that off. You know, the pre-war anti-tank stuff has done its job. We've held the line, but it's time for something bigger. 1940 era, that would be like a 57mm, or like the British 6-pounder. Were they 57mm? I think they were. Or thereabouts, anyway. Equivalent from other nations. I'm just reinforcing that place. This spot is under attack now. We can go through the enemy's armor, which is great. Just coming in with light tanks. They're not sending in the medium tanks as well, so that's good news for us. That managed to hold. I think our biggest worry at the top, we've got troops in the south. I'm going to just reinforce. I'm going to send these in right now because this looks really bad. We send everything in here. I maybe should have had these guys in sooner. But we make sure we win that. The other ones can retreat out. Oh, God. And while that's going off, we need to make sure that we're not missing out somewhere else as well. We got troops in there. Yes, we have. Hang on. We want those, that one, that one, that one. Sending them in. At the risk of getting distracted and not spotting another disaster appearing somewhere else, we need to send some troops into this. This looks like it's just going to be one massive game of hold this point. They're bringing medium tanks in. They're having to go from across the river there as well. They're attacking my 8 division stack here. That should be okay. How are these aircraft doing? They're reinforcing, so the numbers are going up. That's good. That's very good. God, this is some tense stuff. I was going to talk about plans and expectations of how to throw those 4 back in. This is not good at all. Their medium tanks are making a massive ground here. Okay, where do I have training time for this army? Training time is over completely. There's a risk that they might start training if they take losses actually in there. So this is a good idea not to do this. You're okay. You're okay. Move those over. And I'm going to have to cancel the training there as well. We need every division ready. Eek! What have I got in production here? Nothing. Right. That needs to change. I did have a plan to produce some cheap garrison divisions to hold the fort should we extend the line. I think what I need to do is just put this on. And we'll start with another that many divisions in training. I don't actually know how many we're going to need for this. I suppose I should fill out this second army. Well, this sort of spare army that we've got. But as soon as I do that, we then start seeing shortages of various bits of equipment. And this is something I'm a little bit concerned of. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. So whilst we have survived initial onslaught against the Germans, surviving the next bit is going to be a challenge. We're trying to build as much anti-aircraft power as we can. These forts are damaged. Which one's that one? That one's down there. Right, that one's nearly lost all its level of fortification, so that goes to the top. Repairing that in between the fights is super essential. That's where this is going to go. They've worn the forts down through bombing or bombardments or whatever else. We haven't got railway guns being built. Do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to step one on production because I've never actually built one. Well, never actually built and used one. Mistakes were made in the Chinese campaign. I think I can probably reduce the amount of artillery being produced. I need more factories, and there are ways that we can get them through focuses and other things. This is a challenge. There ever was one. Give me the railway gun. Right. Let's put that in there. It's short of lots of things. It's going to be the 19th of June, 1943. I don't think that's going to cut it, is it? Because of the penalties, because of the resources, I don't think that's going to cut it. I'm going to put this back onto that one. I'm just checking logistics here. Anti-air we're good for. Everything else, not so much. Right, this is going to be a desperate defense here. So I need to bring soldiers in to help with this. My aeroplanes are doing probably the best that they can. Don't want to get caught out with these. I want to forget the fighters. It's the bloody bombers we want, as the chap in the Battle of Britain movie said. The AA is trying to do its best. The fortresses are struggling. I've got 8 divisions there. They're going back in. There are some that aren't up to the job, but actually we'll leave one behind. Oh, he's instantly retreating out. This is going to be a meat grinder. And there's nothing we can do about it. Invest in anti-air. Well, that's good, because that's going to give us the bonus for researching new anti-aircraft guns. I don't think... Oh, well, there is this. If this works, because we're not exiled, so I'm not 100% sure that this is going to work. This will give us some off-map civilian and military factories. But I'm not 100% sure that triggers if we're not in exile. It would be a risk. There's the fortified area here. That's going to add forts further south. Local western plans. Oh, let's do that before we forget. Oh, we can't. Damn, we need more. We need more experience. Crap. We can sabotage Polish industry, which would be funny, because then all them factories that the Germans took off us, they can't have anymore. That helps, but it doesn't exactly help with the instant problem we're facing now. Modify this. This would give us civilian and military factories, which is good, but they are appearing. It says expand the Krakow industry. I don't know if we will get the benefit of them, because I don't know if the exact territories that they're placed in will help. It doesn't actually say. Oh, not you, not you. That one. Galicia, like Krakow, was once held and neglected by the Austrians, but now that it's once again in Polish hands, we may give it the investments into modernisation it so desperately needs. It might. We'll risk. For 70 days, I'm going to risk this one. I'm going to risk that one. And we just hope that works. Right, my man. I would like you down here, please. Actually, no. Let's put them in here. Because then from here, these divisions can support both these areas. We can go for one or the other. If the Germans decide to attack everywhere, we're going to be in trouble here. Yeah, we are just going to be throwing troops into this. What we need to do is get to a situation where we can, the troops that are retreating out, can retreat out long enough to recover their cohesion before they go back in. And supply is a problem as well. Alright, if we're getting hit by supply issues, there might be nothing we can do about this. An awful lot of stuff retreating out of there. I have a lot of divisions in there, which is part of the problem. And I do need to get infrastructure improved in that area. I feel like this is the most desperate fight for our survival so far. A German operative captured. Do I even have an agency? No. Okay, that's good that we captured an operative. I'll take that. There's stuff piling out of there, look. Hammering us. We've got reserves that we can pull in. As soon as someone has recovered, we send them back in. I think that's going to be the deal here. I mean, I just want to have a look at this. So we're up to nearly 100,000 casualties, having inflicted over 1 million. So we're running at casualties of over 10 to 1 at the moment, which is what we need to do. Quite happy with that. Is there anything we can do for our allies, or from our allies? We can send that attaché now, which would help with experience gain, wouldn't it, for everything? Political power. Was I going to... I don't think I was about to change anything on there, so I'm going to do that. The command points we can definitely afford. Let's see if they'll accept that. Good. So now we can just see things a bit better. But I can't do... Oh, I can't do any of these because we're in the middle of a request. Or we're done. Right, okay. Do I want to... I don't think I want to develop the next medium tank just yet. Because I want to spend that on the next level of doctrine. So we're going to have to save the points here. The points should come in faster now, because we've got this going on. Can I request? No, I can't send an expeditionary force. I can request a lend-lease. I don't know if they'll get to us, but the way the game calculates things... I mean, I think we're still trading with Sweden, so... Who knows? Let me just check that. Oh, it's delivering 0. And what's the reason for that? Naval route efficiency 0%. That does not surprise me. So I might as well cancel that because it's not coming through. We'll have our civilian factory back. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. So that, I think, was bugged before, and it's now caught up because there's no one we can trade with. No possible trade route can be found. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So I'm glad that's actually stopped working, if that makes sense. So let's have a look. What were we looking at? We were looking to see if we could do anything. Oh, we're going to look for the lend-lease. I don't think they'll be able to get through. Maybe they could airdrop stuff in. Infantry equipment is a problem because we are building. But that's okay. Let me just drop a couple of those off. It's our own factories which are struggling to keep up here. Yeah, the artillery is going to be slow because of the lack of tungsten. We're trying to improve or get the new anti-air stuff rushed out. We at least have a stock of medium tanks, so that is something. And I think the train situation is getting better. Oh God, it's so hard, is this? So what do we need? Infantry equipment. Let's ask for that. The fighter situation seems to be getting better. Maybe we're losing fewer fighters. Right, so request lend-lease. What will you send me? Can we ask for... Don't need fuel. No, fuel's okay. What if I put that in as well? We request anti-tank. We request Toda. No, they will not accept that. We request trucks. Trucks might be the thing to go for. What if I take them out and put trucks in? No, they won't send us trucks. Okay, so we don't need towed anti-air. Infantry equipment, that. We'll put those in. Actually, I can't seem to request a certain amount, so I'm just going to put send and see what happens. I don't normally ever request lend-leases in game, so this is something new for me. Can I get my industry to push something out? We're a little bit early, but I'm thinking construction might be good, or just this. This is production efficiency cap plus 10%. This is factory output plus 10%. I'm going to start that one off for an early research. Alright, so it's back to very carefully. Alright, they're sending us 6,000 Mark III Lee Enfields, which is nice, and 37 quick-fire 2-pounders. Yeah, they're anti-tank guns. The 2-pounder, I think was a 37mm or equivalent to other nations. It's actually good at the start of the war, cope with most enemy tanks that it was likely to meet. Right, let's send those 4 in. Oh, we can't piss about here. One of these guys just retreated out, so let's not select him. But his mates, they can go in. Yeah, we just sit on the defensive as best we can and rack up as much military experience as humanly possible. I wish we could ask them to send over the Air Force. That would be awesome. That's bouncing, so that's good. That's good. That fortress is okay. There goes the Polish Air Force. Well done, chap. So that is a little bit of a tight formation you're flying there. We've got a lot of divisions in there. It's just because they're being attacked from all over. That supply situation is a nightmare. I'm trying to fix the fort. It won't fix it while the combat's going on. So what I might be able to do is try and build up some local supply. How hard is it going to be to get infrastructure going on in there? I don't know if it'll even build it whilst it's under attack. Do you know what it will do? If I just cancel that, what we can do is, yeah, I'll tell you what, no, I'll just put it down the bottom of the list, so it might get on there later. If we build up the one in Warsaw, does this not increase the level of supply that can be pushed out? It might, and that's not under attack, so let's see if that works. Yeah, we're getting hit hard for supply. It's supply that's causing us these issues now. And units are retreating out. We have a lot of reinforcements. We have a good stack of proper defensive divisions that can come in there to help. But at the same time, I need to make sure that nothing is going wrong elsewhere. You would think this one would be weak here. It's only a level 5 fort and I've got 3 divisions, but they can only attack from one zone. And it's when they can attack from several, that's when we have the issues. You're good to go back in there, son. As are both of you. We just need to keep it full. So there's never a point where the enemy can, like, suddenly deplete all our combat divisions at once before reinforcements coming, and then kick us out. So the meat grinder continues. In construction, is that changing? It is. Increases your supply power in strategic regions, increases your division speed. I don't know whether it'll help in this region by having infrastructure in here. I'm thinking it might increase the amount of supply Warsaw produces, but I mean, it does increase the amount of supply Warsaw produces, but whether we get any benefit of that spreading over here is another matter entirely. Situation with trains is bad. Trains and trucks. I wish I could reduce something else that we don't need or get some more factories. So when did the Soviet Union, when did Hitler go to war with the Soviet Union? Was it 40 or 41? It was 41, wasn't it? Summer of 41. Right, we've got 7 divisions there. We leave him. They were having a rest. 5 are going back in. those 3 are good. They're good. It'd be good to have something I could pull away elsewhere in case a massive attack comes in somewhere else that I'm unaware of. I'm hoping this is starting to wear out. The poor old aircraft. That's increasing. So my forces here. We are winning. We're getting divisions bombed. We're getting buildings actually not so bad. Logistics are a problem. But if the 66 Polish fighters can fight off, the anti-aircraft's doing the job at the moment. It's a tough old game, is this? Oh, we've got bonuses for AA guns right now, so I don't care that we're ahead of time. We're putting those in, because that's where we're getting minced at the moment. So every bonus we can throw in there. That was the better anti-aircraft, anti-tank gun, sorry. Massive shortage of tungsten, which is just nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. There's no trade coming. Oh boy, we are in a tough situation indeed. Yeah, any plans I had of trying to break out of this, which we weren't going to do, obviously, until the Germans got distracted with either the USSR or Yugoslavia. I just wish there was someone we could ask for help in this. Right, so Britain has managed to kick the Italians out of East Africa. And then they're probably really struggling to make any progress here. And that's because of the supply situation. I mean, part of me is tempted to go in and build them a railroad. Look, they've gotten a railroad. This is awful. Should I build them a level 1 railroad? Because I love them. They should be able to figure that one out themselves. Well, I could go out and request more Lend-Leases from, like, Canada and stuff, but I don't know if it would get to me. I don't know if it's even arrived. Is there any way we can see that? Right, prepare for the inevitable. This is going to be interesting if we get those 5 extra factories. Anyway, back to the point. I'd better keep a very close eye on this. Seven divisions in Warsaw. I'm going to redeploy one over here. These were always the more vulnerable areas. What have we got? Those 2 are fixing up.
That's nice.
5 divisions in there now, which is easily enough to hold it. How's my construction project? It's getting there. It's the big thing to worry about is when we have like 4 divisions here that are all on low cohesion, and suddenly all 4 tick over to 0 and all retreat at once before reinforcement gets to jump in. There's nothing we can really do about that. Prepare for the inevitable. Right. So we get that. We've now got the intelligence agency, which is great. Just pause this. And we got the factory. So that did work. All right. That's brilliant. So I'm impressed with that. So we can go for extra Polish intelligence. The long push home. What's this give us? Division attack on core territory. Division defense on core territory. Oh, but only for a year. Useful. The bomb. That's a bonus for computing technology. 10 decryption speed. What's this one? Gain 1 random agency upgrade with 50% resistance in Polish states. You gain access to the Warsaw Uprising operation after completing the Make Resistance Contacts operation. That's probably what we should be doing. We can... Yeah, what's this Aces in Exile? Okay, so actually we can't do any of these. Oh, no, we can't. We can do some of these. It's one of the conditions we must have capitulated. That requires resistance industries. Okay, and has capitulated. So we won't be able to do that anyway. What does that give us? Add 5 off-map civilian factory. I think that's actually... Hang on. It just says one of the following. Oh, okay. So one of the following must be true. This is how this reads. We either have capitulated or all of the following must be true, which counts as the one of the following must be true. We're at war with Germany and at war with the Soviet Union is in a faction. I don't think that will work. Oh, modern surrender program. I don't know if... We haven't capitulated. So that doesn't matter. Oh, hang on. But all of the following... No, it says all of the following must be true. Oh, then... We've got more than 60% surrender progress. I don't know. I don't understand how this exactly works. Foreign air support. What does this give us? Effect. Air experience plus 50. 100 units of Polish interwar small airframe is added. 50 units of something else is added. 2 off-map military factories. Well, I kind of think that these are pretty good. So, do you know what? I'm going to try... We get a load of outdated fighters, but that's fine. What we're going to put this in? Should we put this into trucks? 2 off-map military factories. Let's churn some trucks out with our massive shortage of rubber. But that's okay. We're going to do what we can. We're going to. Who needs rubber? You don't need a comfortable ride. We'll just we can make piles cream, hemorrhoids cream. That's no problem. We just can't make rubber tires. So we'll deal with the aftermath of that in a year's time. Legion of Romania cedes. Okay, to the Soviet Union. Bessarabia. That's going to go straight away as soon as a war kicks off, isn't it? Soviet Union... Yeah, they just claimed it. Okay. Nice to get the newspapers from both sides, I suppose. Right. We've got 5 divisions there. You guys are going back in. I'll try and keep the fighting in the infantry divisions if possible, leaving my emergency support divisions to go somewhere else. Back. We've got a good number coming in there. I'm going to move these 4 down here. They can rest up in this. They're going to be a bonus for this. They're going to defend this location, but it means that we can quickly switch them here or there, or down south if we need to, which we do need to keep an eye on. I don't like being too zoomed out because then I can't see the individual counties, states, regions, whatever you call them so much. That looks bad. Oh, it's okay, it's 1. I thought it was 6 coming out the way that was showing. That was a massive panic moment. They're attacking there again. I mean, 8 divisions. It sounds like it's overkill for here, but it really isn't. Be tempted actually to move the attack force in here and just go and knock this out temporarily to give this bit, this area some reprieve. That's not a terrible idea. I'm going to try that, and then we'll retreat back in when we get counterattacked. Are we ready? Go for it. I want to see what happens. What's our attack values? 194. Their defense is not so good. It's basically a reprieve for this, which desperately needs it. Let me put those fellas back in there, because that suddenly doesn't look so clever. We've got engines 3. This is to improve our fighters, isn't it? I feel like I may as well just go and get the next small airframe before even bothering with that. Oh, hang on. Hang on, Fred. Just a minute. Yeah, we'll just do 1 new design when that comes online. Look at the points. Why do I click there? Every time. So let's go for this one. This gives us... We don't have any ground support, sadly. we can't afford them. But we can afford this. So I think this is the line to go down. Shock and awe. All infantry, we get soft attack, and artillery gets soft attack, which is good. This one is reconnaissance plus 100% and reinforce rate plus 2%. That's actually quite important, I think. This one is going to give armoured car, organisation, all infantry, motorised mechanical, recovery rate, organisation. Alright, that's a good one. And this one finally, soft attack, hard attack, loads of important stuff. Over here, army hard attack? No. Tanks and armour variants, soft attack and hard attack. Reinforce rate plus 2%. Brigade size plus 1. Oh, is that how we make the division templates bigger? I mean, they're big enough at the moment. Is that... Yeah, we can get it there as well, so that's okay. And this one... let's have a look. So reconnaissance now adds a bonus to the anti-air battalions. Oh, anti-air battalions, but not support companies. I think this is the one to go down. So this is going to instantly give us a nice little boost. We can do 2 of these. That's really good. So that's going to be... The reinforce rate goes straight up. This will be super sweet if we get this maxed out. That will help the infantry. But you know what? I'm just going to add a little bit of support from over there, because those guys have, I don't think, ever had to fight. And obviously, I'm not moving the entrenched infantry all into these conflicts, because that would be a terrible, terrible idea.